everyone, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival from Python's World. We're on the 50th episode, ladies and gentlemen, which means, of course, not only are we having another bit of a tour of our world, but also there's going to be a map download listed in the description. Go ahead and check out the description of this video, my friends. You can grab this world for yourselves and play on it if you so wish. Now, to address something right at the start here, I actually ran a poll on my community section on my channel page, basically asking you guys how I should do these polls, and basically the response was that we should do a complete world tour every 100 episodes, but the other 25 episodes in between, so 25, 50, 75, we're basically going to do a tour which goes over the new stuff since the last tour. So, for example, Flora Valley, which is the settlement we're in now, we've already gone ahead and toured this in episode 25. So, we are in fact going to be going ahead and touring the other parts of the world that have been built since episode 25. But if you guys want to go ahead and check out the tour for Flora Valley, there's going to be a link in the top right-hand corner on the little information card. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing rolling. Alrighty guys, so again, just before we begin, I just want to start off by saying once again a huge massive thank you for the insane support you guys have showed for this series and have continued to show for this series. I can't express my gratitude in words that even exist, my friends. I really cannot express my gratitude enough. So guys, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it for every single one of you guys who have either joined me recently or have been with me since the start of the series. I cannot thank you guys enough. And of course, guys, you know, if you guys are excited for this little world tour, please do be sure to drop a like rating, as it really does help me more than you guys could possibly know. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into this tour, shall we? So, we're going to try and do things in chronological order, in which case what we're going to do is actually head out through this side entrance, and we're going to follow this pathway, because this pathway leads to a brand new settlement called Python Industries, and as you guys can probably figure out, it's a location where all of my resource farms are. Now, you know, there's not that many resource farms. I have made several, including an iron farm, a mob farm, automatic cactus farm, automatic sugarcane farm, and some other farms like that. But you know, this is going to be an ongoing project throughout the entire series, my friends. In that, you know, as we think of more ideas for farms, we'll continue adding to this place. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Python Industries. This is my sort of modern / contemporary industrial settlement. And yeah, this is the first build we made here, which is just, you know, very, very simply just a tiny little base, just so we have a little bit of a base of operations at Python Industries. So, you know, we can get our resources, put them away somewhere, and all that kind of good stuff. And it's pretty useful for storing resources to build with as well. So, yeah. Okay, so on this left-hand side, this first massive tower, this is actually the mob farm, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you're going to notice throughout all of the builds in Python Industries, they all seem to have the same sort of build palette, in that we've got quartz floors, we've got stone slabs, and white stained glass panes for our build palette, you know, in amongst some glowstone and some various other things. But this is the place where the mobs will drop down. I can basically one-shot them with my sword. Their drops are going to be picked up by some hoppers, and then they go inside this chest here. Now, as you can see over here, we've got ourselves a bunch of storage for all of the various things that have been dropped. So, for example, we've got bones and arrows, bows, enchanted bows, armor, and then enchanted armor from skeletons. Creeper drops, of course, pretty much only consisting of, you know, gunpowder at this point. Although, with that said, I was just going to suggest I have a channeling trident. I could use that against the creeper, but actually, since there's no water here, it would just blow up the entire thing, and then, you know, my day will be ruined. So, yeah, maybe I should do that. Anyway, so we've got the zombie drops here again, you know, with the various drops, and then upstairs is basically the overflow section, including witch drops. I decided to put witch drops in there because witches do spawn in the spawner. Probably the only hostile mobs that don't spawn up there naturally are endermen and spiders, because I restricted them, because I didn't really want them to be there. So, yeah. Just a nice, simple mob farm, and I've tried my best to light up as many caves around there as I possibly can, so we're getting some pretty decent rates for that thing. It's 2 layers of spawning spaces as well. So, yeah, it doesn't take long for this thing to fill up. It really, really doesn't. Well, anyways, guys, let's continue on to this place here, which, as you guys can probably notice, is going to be our automatic sugarcane farm. Very, very easy concept here, my friends. In fact, probably one of the easiest farms you can make in Minecraft. Automatic sugarcane farm. Only one observer is needed, and basically what's going to happen is, upon this piece of sugarcane growing up, the observer is going to detect that and then push out all of the pistons. There is a minecart rail with hopper, or there's a minecart with hopper, you know, bouncing side to side to side, which are going to go ahead and pick up the sugar canes, and then they're going to be put in here, which is awesome. There's only one in there at the moment because I used quite a lot in the last episode to make a map wall, so yeah. But anyways, guys, let's continue on. So we've got this big old towering build over here, and oh, hello. And speaking of which, an iron golem just died, so oh, that's a lot of iron. Ow. Okay. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is indeed an iron farm. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, in the near 8 years I've played this game, this is only the first ever time I have made an iron farm in Minecraft myself. I mean, ordinarily, you know, it's on Hermitcraft, someone else would have built it, but this is the first ever time I myself have built an iron farm. And I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it because it works pretty nicely. We get a decent amount of iron, and it's basically produced enough iron so we can have ourselves a tier 4 beacon way back over there, but we'll check that out in just a bit. But anyways, guys, we continue down this sort of main road here, and yes, this is the main road because, as you can see, we've got sort of two pathways right next to each other. It is basically a roadway. You know, we've got the lamps in the middle, some decorations in the middle, and all in all, I think it looks pretty cool. We've got ourselves a little pond right here. Wait, is the turtle still here? Is the turtle still here? Oh no, I think the turtle died. Ah, well, that's morbid. I would have loved the turtle to have still been there, man. Ah. Well, isn't that a shame? But anyways, we converted just a regular Minecraft pond into something a little nicer, as we did in Flora Valley in the other world tour. So, you know, just something to bear in mind. I like going ahead and converting the natural terrain generation of Minecraft. It's really, really satisfying to not destroy things, instead to enhance it. So, yeah. Anyways, my friends, the final thing I want to show you guys is my stone generator, the smooth stone generator slash the cobblestone generator. Now, yes, I know what you guys are probably going to say. You don't even need two generators. You could just go ahead and not use silk touch to get cobblestone from the smooth stone generator, right? Well, yeah, that is true, but I just kind of did it to fill in the space. So basically, we've got our silk touch pickaxe here, and because the lava is dropping down on the water here, it's basically making smooth stone. So as you can see down here, got ourselves a bunch of smooth stone, awesome stuff. And then over here, because the water is flowing into the lava, in fact, no, the other way around. Yeah, because it's going horizontal, it's actually producing cobblestone instead. So, yeah, pretty useful source of stone, if I do say so myself. Very, very useful. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. But I think all in all, that is pretty much Python Industries in a nutshell. Now, like I say, you know, it's an ongoing project and will be probably for the entirety of the rest of the series, however long that may be. I don't even know, to be honest with you guys. That is absolutely not something that's on my mind. But yeah, it's an ongoing project and will be for a very, very long time to come, because as I continue to think of new farming ideas, like an automatic concrete maker, for example, that's just something off the top of my head. There's so many other kinds of farms I can make. You know, netherwart farms is another one straight off the top of my head. There's so many types of farms. In fact, I would like you guys in the comments area to below to suggest what kind of resource farms you'd like me to try and make. If they're fully automatic, as in, like, I don't have to do anything at all to make it work, then that would be awesome. But if not, then something that's sort of semi-automatic with a push of a button be kind of interesting to figure out. So, I don't know. I'd very much appreciate your guys' suggestions. Ooh, I'll tell you what I'd appreciate right now is a little bit of a sleep, because I'll tell you something, I don't particularly want a bunch of phantoms to be spawning in, because we've been having some troubles with them in the recent few episodes, my friends, and I don't know, I don't really feel like getting on with that. Oh, hey, look, there's a bunch of dudes in here, you see? Just goes testament to the fact that this thing does indeed work, which is awesome. Right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's have ourselves a wee bit of food. And the next thing we are going to check out is our mansion build, which we started building, I think it was around episode 33 onwards. Again, it's an ongoing project. And, you know, we've got all of this stuff planned out here. And this is just scratching the surface of what my main base is going to be. I mean, yeah, we're going to have ourselves a nice building here, but I intend on going underground as well. Like, we're going to have ourselves so many many rooms with so many different various things going on that it's going to be awesome. Again, this is like a series long project, my friends. But there's the beacon that I was on about. Speed 2, very, very nice. We only defeated the Wither in episode 48 as well, so very, very recently. And yeah, everything's looking good. But what I've tried to do with this mansion, okay, not only are we trying to use ourselves a bunch of the new blocks in that this is stripped birch logs, and in my opinion, they're the best stripped logs going, which is kind of weird considering that regular birch logs look absolutely atrocious, but the stripped version, in my opinion, is probably the best of the lot, because it's probably the most modern looking wood style block there is, right? So, yeah, pretty nice. But anyways, as you guys may notice, what I've tried to do is dedicate each room to some sort of purpose or some sort of, you know, centerpiece thing, and dedicated it to you guys. So, for example, Psychotic Pidgey7 here suggested that we build an aquarium, and as you can see, here it is. We've got ourselves an aquarium with a bunch of little fishies and coral blocks and various other 1.13 stuffs. You know, we got ourselves the soul sand providing a bunch of bubbles, and it's looking good. You gotta love the bubbles, man. You gotta love the bubbles. But as we continue through here, we've got ourselves sort of the main entrance. This is just a room that I made off my own back. No one suggested this one. But over in this direction, we do have ourselves an Enchanter / library suggested by Dan Scott here, and it's a fairly tall room, and I've tried to make it look sort of mystical and sort of booky. That's a really terrible word. It's a terrible term to describe things, isn't it? But basically, I've tried to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, El Grandio. I mean, it's not the biggest room in the world, but I've tried to make the most of the space that we've got going on. You know, we've got like dangling bookshelves. We've got bookshelves way up here. We've got flower pots and various other things. This does indeed go up to level 30, which is kind of awesome. And all in all, in my opinion, it's just a nice looking room. It's just a nice looking room. I feel like it's nice and bright and modern, and it's just nice, you know? But yeah, as we go along here, my friends, we've got all of these other rooms that are going to eventually be filled in, whether it be from your guys' suggestions or from things that I think of in my own brain. Then, yeah, you know, we're just going to continue this on as we go along, my friends. But as we go out the front here, as you can see, we've got ourselves a bit of a front entrance to this mansion. We've got ourselves like a whole bunch of crops going on here. Decided to add a bunch of greenery and a bunch of seats and some lighting around here, simply because I think it looks really, really nice. And, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I try my best, okay? I try my best to try and make things look nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of how this build is looking so far. I never would have thought that birch logs stripped would actually look as good as it does right now. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that stripped birch logs in conjunction with spruce is probably one of the best combinations going in Minecraft today with the 1.13 stuff. So I genuinely believe that. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And like I say, ongoing project, so there's lots more to come. So do be sure to stick around if you want to see me, you know, get this thing finished, or at least up to an acceptable point. But anyways, guys, so we're at the main entrance here, and we head downstairs. And again, this was made in the last episode, this pathway. I mean, the pathway's been here for a while, but the actual decoration was done in the last episode. So yeah, we did have a bit of an odd jobs episode in the last one, so you know, we could get a bunch of stuffs done that were on my to-do list. But, guys, as you can see here, we've got ourselves like a bit of a pit nature area, which I think looks pretty cool. The intention with this little area here is to eventually have some sort of hidden room, maybe some sort of black market or some sort of valuable storage area. Not entirely sure just yet, but I think it's going to look really, really cool once it is actually done. So, you know, just a nice little nature area pit. Again, this was something that was naturally here, this pit, so I just decided to convert it, and as a result, looks pretty cool. At least I feel like it looks pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, we go down these stairs here, my friends, and basically what's going to happen is it's going to connect back to Flora Valley, which I was mentioning at the beginning of the episode was toured in episode 25. However, there has been one thing made in Flora Valley since the last world tour, and that is this area down here. This area down here was completely blank before, and in the last episode, we decided to go ahead and finally fill it up and decorate it with some various things. So, for example, you know, we've got ourselves a bunch of decorations here, very similar to the kind of decorations we had on this little hill here. But in this case, what I decided to do was have a bunch of map walls, because, you know, map walls are always really, really cool to have, especially to showcase, you know, the stuffs that you have built. So, you know, for example, Flora Valley is right here. We've got a mansion over here. So this is like this is the town map, right? This is going to be the world map right here. So, you know, we've got the Mega Tiger, the Stronghold that I've showed you guys before. You know, there's a lot of things still to explore on that map. And then we've got this big old map here, which I'm calling the region map. So, you know, we've got the whole region around here. Almost like a country, I guess. I don't really know. But Flora Valley, we've got the mansion. And then, of course, we've got Python Industries way up there. And we've got the nice little pathway down there as well. I really like that pathway. I don't know about you guys, but I really like that. I think it works perfectly on this map. I really, really do. But yeah, nice little map wall area, my friends. And I think the final thing that I need to show you guys is a project that I've been working on for a little while now. Again, we only got this staircase built in the last episode, but it means that you guys can easily come down here, which will lead to a skeleton farm slash eventual zombie slash trident farm. So basically what we have here is two spawners. So we've got a zombie spawner way over here. If we stand on this carpet block and beyond, we will be within the range of a zombie spawner. Now sadly I haven't linked it up yet. That's still something on my to-do list, and I want to make it sort of toggleable so I can either get zombie drops or I can convert them to drowned and get drowned drops. I think it'd be a pretty cool idea. So yeah. But this side over here, the skeleton spawner, this is linked up. Now, as you can see, the intention is, again, you stand on this carpet block or beyond it, and you wait for the skeletons to spawn. They drop down onto here. The soul sand means that the items can go through it into the hoppers that are below, and then they wind up in the chests down here. Now, as you can see, we do actually have ourselves a decent supply of all of these various things going on here. You know, we got, again, enchanted bows, some armor around the place. We've got ourselves a little enchanting setup because this kind of doubles up as an XP farm. This thing gets them down to one shot, and yeah, you can just punch them, get XP, and then away you go. Or you can wait, get yourself a sweeping edge sword, power them all with one hit, and then get a ton of XP in one go. So, yeah. Oh, it is awesome, though. But as you can see, you know, there's still a little bit of work to do here, my friends. Like, honestly, my to-do list... In fact, to be honest with you guys, doing these world tours is actually kind of good because it reminds me of the things that I still need to do. Like, I'm making a mental note of all of these things that I need to do, and I'm probably going to watch this video back in editing and actually, like, start writing them down so I don't forget them. Or better still, I can make like an ideas board somewhere, or maybe I can write out like a journal like I know a few other YouTubers do. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a cool idea, my friends. But aside from that, I think that is pretty much going to do it for today's world tour, my friends. So we've toured Python Industries, we've toured the mansion as it looks so far. And we've also toured the skeleton slash eventual zombie slash trident farm underground. So, yeah, everything is looking well, folks. As I mentioned, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the tour for Flora Valley, then please do so using the link in the description or the link that was posted on screen earlier in the episode. Alright guys, Future Python here, and I just wanted to address something really, really quickly before we end the episode here. Yes, you guys may notice, for those of you guys who have been watching this series for a little while, there was a bunch of chests here, but I have actually gone ahead and put everything away. All of the project chests in the world have been cleaned up and sort of sorted into all of these chests here. And for those of you guys who, for some reason in the last world tour, people were complaining that the contents of the ender chest wasn't there. So what I decided to do this time is put the contents of my ender chest inside of a shulker box. So there you go, my friends. That is the contents of the ender chest there, and all of the shulker boxes and various other things are right there. But there we go, my friends. Just thought I'd address that real quick just before, you know, you guys maybe didn't know where things were. Just thought I'd address it, I guess. But as always, guys, the comment question of the video to finish off is going to be this from DillyBarD9, who says, "Hey, awesome vid. Could you make a snow base at some point in the series? Because I love snow bases and hideouts. Again, really love the vids. Keep up the great work." Hey man, I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, I mean, a lot of you guys have been requesting that I, like, start certain projects in certain areas. The one thing I will say is absolutely nothing is off limits, okay? Nothing is off limits on this series. Like, if you guys suggest something, then there's a high likelihood I'm going to eventually get to it. Now, as I've said before as well, you know, this series, I have no plans on ending it. I really, really don't. I intend on this being, you know, my Minecraft world that I am on for the rest of my days. I intend on this lasting several hundred episodes at the very least, my friends. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on. There really, really is. And I hope you guys are excited for that. I know the prospect of an endless series, you know, scares some people, and that's completely fine and dandy. I mean, you know, not many people want to, you know, join an episode 50 and there be like 300 episodes in the series. Like, I can understand that viewpoint, but to me, it's just the continuous progression of, you know, your Minecraft world. I don't know, the appeal. I mean, I don't know. It just appeals to me. It really, really does. But, yeah, Snowbase is something that I will definitely do at some point in the future. But for now, my friends, I don't know. One of the more immediate things I want to do is an underwater base. I think that'd be a really cool idea, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wait for either a stable 1.13 pre-release to come or the 1.13 update itself to come out, because then I feel like I'd be okay to actually generate the chunks in the ocean without having to prune them because of terrain generator changes or anything like that. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this world tour and you're excited for more Python's World to come, do be sure to drop a like rating. It would mean the world to me if you did. If we can hit like 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely beautiful. I'd super appreciate it, folks. Hit the subscribe button as well and ding that bell so you don't miss out and that you're the first person to watch the brand new episodes of Python's World. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to go ahead and play this world for yourself, then there's going to be a link in the description for the map download. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have myself a very well-deserved sleep. And yeah, I'm going to recuperate. I'm going to regroup. I'm going to, you know, gather a bunch of resources. And then we can get to stuff in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.